Hi everyone, my name is Dylan, I'm from South Africa and welcome to my channel Cryptonatic. I cover all things related to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, so let's get into it. In today's video I'd like to take a look at a bit of an update on my top picks for 2018. About exactly a month ago I uploaded two videos, a part 1 and a part 2 of my top picks for 2018. In this video I'd like to do an update, see where we've come in the last month, have we made money, if you bought at the time that I released that video, and where do we stand now. The whole market dropped quite a bit and there's a lot of key cryptocurrencies that actually held quite a lot of its value. Some even went positive while the whole market went down. So if you want to see these other videos, you can go subscribe to my channel, also see the link down below and in the pop-up above, and you can follow me on the social media handles. Speaking about that, I've got a Cryptonatic group, and in this group I actually uploaded a video on Friday just before we hit the bottom. Now I spoke about the possibilities that this was the bottom for now. I also later on posted this picture showing that it looks like we've bounced and we've got a lot of green here, which means there's a lot of volume, buying volume that will push the price higher. Now this has happened and we don't know if the price will come down and test that level again, but it's a bit of updates, a bit of discussions that we have over here. So if you want more of that, you can go join this group and get a bit of more updates. Also in the next few days and weeks I'll be doing videos covering ICOs. I know a lot of people are getting into ICOs lately and I've also starting to take a look at that. I'd like to look at my portfolio as well as how you can build a portfolio yourself and a bit of market cycles. So this big crash that we had can be very daunting and it looks like the whole world is falling apart, but it's actually normal and part of normal cycles of all markets. You can go back and check all markets, all run up, have a correction and cool down, go up, correction, and that's normal. So I'd like to take a look at that as well. So for today I am on CoinMarketCap. Again, this is a great website for all the information you need on cryptocurrencies. And we can see that in the last 24 hours we've got a few that are in the green, a lot that are still in the red, but over the last week we've really had a big sell-off in all cryptocurrencies. If we look at the general market, we can see that we've come quite far over the last year, so that you still need to remember. We started, well, exactly a year ago we were at about 20 million market cap, and we went all the way up to about an 800 billion market cap. Now that is massive growth for any market ever. We've had a bit of a correction, so actually for you to have bought in the beginning of this year, in the beginning of January, would have not been the best time to buy, unfortunately. But maybe if you bought in beginning of December, November or something before that, it might have been better. But we can also see if we go back a bit, the market does go up, it has a bit of a correction, goes up, has a correction, and now we've just had a bit of a prolonged correction that lasted a few days and a few weeks. But I think, or I predict that we will be going higher from now on. We can also take a look at Bitcoin, as Bitcoin has our Bitcoin dominance, so it is the biggest cryptocurrency and everyone looks towards Bitcoin to see where we're going in the future. And we can also see that this dropped from about a $19,000 to $20,000 market cap all the way down to $8,000. But I do believe this is the bottom, at least for now, and in this video I did explain a bit more about that. A closer look at the market itself. before I get into my recap of my top picks. We can see that it's forming this wedge, and usually when there's a wedge forming, we do have it shoot out of that wedge to the upside. Also, if we were to zoom in, you can see that in the past we do have this wedge forming here, and after that wedge that formed, we had a drop in price. So it is normal, and that is what I am predicting, and also what I predicted in this video over here. Now, I'm not saying I'm right, this is not financial advice, this is just my opinions, but it's something to take a look at. Onto the spreadsheet. Now, it can be confusing to look at all of this right now, but what I have here is the market cap on the 4th of January, a month ago, when I made my first video about the top picks. We sat at a 631 billion market cap. Now we're sitting at a 424 billion market cap. That means the whole market took a decline of about 32.7%, which is quite a lot. And unfortunately, if you're new to this market, this does not feel good at all. You don't know how to handle it, and we can see for Bitcoin as well, it also took around the same drop in market. So this is the change, this is the price on the 4th of January and the price today on the 4th of February. We can see that, for instance, Ethereum did go up past $880 and it did go up to about 1,300 and drop down again. So this has been holding strong. We have other projects like IOTA that dropped quite a bit. We have projects like Neo that is still in the green. So even if you bought Neo, you'd still be in profit. And then some of my biggest, or the biggest losers on my top picks is 10x. Now I know 10x card has been struggling quite a lot. A lot of these other companies that work with cards that you can then swipe wherever you go, they've been having problems. So I think that is a reason why it's dropped so much. And the biggest loss, that can't be right. Let me quickly fix that. Sorry, I typed that in incorrectly. But you can see at a current price of 4.92, we've had a drop of 60%. Now my highest gainers on my list is Walton Chain. They've also had great news over the past month, and they are still at a 115% gain, which is amazing. And then AGI, which is Singularity Net. You'll also see that in my video that I mentioned, this is a great new project, an ICO. I bought in at the ICO price, and I'm sitting at a 430% increase, which is great. And in general, if you were to buy into this market, and let's say you bought about $100 of each one, just as an average, you would now be sitting at, or in total you'd have $2,400, and you would now be sitting at $2,218. Now that is a drop of 8.5%, which is not great, but in comparison to the whole market, you've beaten the market. The market dropped by 32%, and you only dropped by 8.5%. Let's say you did not get into this ICO. It's normal, not many people are able to get into ICOs. So if I delete that, you'll be sitting at a minus 26%, which is still beating the market. Now, these ones over here were on my watch list. I was watching them, trying to see what they were doing, and I'd really like Ethos, Quantstamp, and Hedge. Now, just a quick note, I do not own all of these coins. It's impossible to own all of these coins. That's why I want to do the market cap, or that's why I want to do the that's why I want to do the whole portfolio thing. But I like these three, and these that I've got the boxes around, I'd like to take away. I'm not too fond of these anymore, and there's nothing against their project itself. but I just don't want or don't see them having that growth over the whole year. That being said, I see here's another typo. Sorry about that. I'll fix that now. But these coins I've listed here are on my new watch list. I'd quickly like to run through my new watch list. This first one is XRB Rayblocks. They recently rebranded to Nano, and they are working on zero fee transactions. The next one is Kanya Coin. They have a platform which is a marketplace that connects different businesses on the blockchain. NEM, they also have a wide variety of things that they do. It's also one of your top cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap, so one of the top few. And they also have a platform similar to Ethereum that new projects can build on. Zilliqa is also an ICO that recently released that I'm looking at. They have sharding, breaking it up into small pieces. I don't know, it's actually a very complicated system for me to understand, and I'm trying to look more into that and understanding that. BNB and KCS is the coins on Binance and on KuCoin. I did a video about that. You can check the link up above on exchange coins and the future I see in exchange coins. Dragon Chain is another chain that connects different platforms and different industries all together on the blockchain. And then WanChain is another one that is also got a partnership with Aeon and with ICX, and they are also a bit of an all-in-one blockchain connecting everything basically. So that basically sums up that. I do have a spreadsheet that I'm running through that has my ICOs. I'm not going to get too much into that now. You can also take a look at new ICOs that's coming up and the hype around that and the money that can be made. It is high risk, high reward, and you can lose money, so it doesn't help you just invest in any old ICO. So I'd also like to take a look at that in future videos, as I mentioned before. I'm hoping that this next month, or trusting that this next month will be much more bullish, that we will go in an uptrend and not in a downtrend. I believe that the bottom is in for now. If you have a few coins that you'd like to buy, these are good times to buy and good areas to buy in, and you will make money in the long run. That is guaranteed. You might have a month or two where you're in the red, but in the long run, cryptocurrencies is going up. I hope you all enjoyed that. You can get a bit of an update of what's going on, but until next time, I will see you in the next video. Cheers.